It's finally Friday. You've done it. You've made it to the end of another week. Yeah, let's get a winner's bell. Oh, Sunseekers, you did it. You made it to the end of another week. Fall, our first week of fall is behind us, and the weekend is on the way. Coming up on the show today, Canada Post, mail not moving again. Everything is frozen in place after another eventful day yesterday. We'll bring you up to speed. It's also Pancake Day today. We have Canada's first IHOP Applebee's in Manitoba now, and we're going to take a little tour. It's pretty exciting stuff. Also, there is a debate raging online about pancakes versus waffles this morning. What do you like better? Meantime, Starbucks has news. Opa Greek Restaurant has news. Coca-Cola has news. All of it not really all that good. We won't spend a lot of time on it. However, we do have some good news from WestJet. WestJet is doing some prettying up of the place. They are doing some upgrades, and we're going to share that good news with you this morning, along with TikTok. TikTok has been saved. Thank you, Donnie. Yes. Woo! The TikTok was saved with a stroke of a pen, and I'm seeing a lot of Donald Trump content on TikTok this morning. It's the Donnie platform. They want to call it Don Talk. I don't agree with that. I think that TikTok was a good name. Donnie Talk, I don't know about that. There's a bit of a discussion on that. Of course I kid. Maybe. The Ryder Cup golf tournament is set to get underway, and it's going to have some celebrities. And normally you and I are not paying attention to these big golf tournaments. They're kind of hooty-tooty and approaching the green now is John Fairweather. He has a 9-iron. Let's just listen to the birds, and let's listen to him putt. Holy shell. No, but they got celebrities doing it now. Colin Jost, Miranda Lambert. Didn't Adam Sandler touch on this a little bit in Happy Gilmore? Bringing celebrities and having like the game jazzed up a little bit. But that's not what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about the cocktails and the price of them. It is jaw-dropping how much it's going to cost to get a beer at the Ryder Cup. We'll take a look at the list. And we're going to talk about your bar names because, it's Friday and the weekend is here. Congratulations. You made it to the end of another work week. Way to go. You did it. Let's get outside, take a look around, see what's going on. Oh, our Austin camera joins the girl. I just got to move the buses around, I guess. Moon Lake is back, but Austin is out, so I'll just quickly do this until they can get Austin working again and show you Moon Lake. Beautiful sunshine. Here is some really good news to set your day off on the right foot. Remember how I was saying that probably Wednesday of next week we might see our first chance of rain? Guess what? The forecast has been updated, and our prayers have been answered. There's been a lot of praying, I think, going on amongst the harvest community, our farming friends. And guys, I am pleased to report this is going to be the best news you're going to hear all week. The harvest forecast continues. Nothing but sunshine and temperatures at 15 degrees above normal for this time of year right through the weekend and even to the end of next week. There is literally no chance of rain, with the exception being Thursday. They're saying a 30% chance, which really is nothing. There's the forecast. We're coming into October with some incredible weather. Again, our normal for this time of year is 15 degrees. We're getting spoiled. And if this continues, we could be into some potentially record-breaking October weather if this stuff holds. And again, we still have not seen the F word. So this is just fantastic news for our farming friends. If you've got harvesters in your life, you're never going to see them, not until like November, because they're just going to give her. They got some catching up to do. And we wish you well. Without farmers, we don't eat. So we love you. We love you, farmers. Thank you for all you do. And give her. Just get out there and give her all you can. Okay. All right. Let's, can we do a good thing off the start? God. Oh, is it time to start drinking? Can we start drinking? Oh, my word. What is happening to us? Sunseekers, what is happening to our world? Holy cow. So how quickly we forgot about the ostriches because we're not getting anything in the mail. A lot of people are like, we've been to this before. Who uses the mail? Stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. We've got lots of time to talk about Canada Post and what's going on there coming up. But first, our good mornings. Let's just take a look around, see who we've got to do a quick wave to before we proceed with our 2-hour extravaganza of fun and frivolity. 2 hours. Now, you are expected to be here for the duration. Oh, can you let me sit here by myself without company? How dare you? Of course, I'm joking. 2 minutes is good. 20 minutes is good. 2 hours is the best. That's why we call them VIPs. We'll move over to Twitch for hour 2 of the show, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. And we're all over the place. And, you know, TikTok is not only saved by Donnie, saved on my show. We're going to be live streaming. Again, the date has been moved up to November 1st. November 1st. That will be back on. We're back on TikTok now as a platform, and you'll see some videos I'll be posting here and there and all over the place. But the live stream, this live stream that you're watching or listening to right now is currently on X and YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. And the return of the Jedi, November the 1st, to TikTok. And yes, I would like to personally thank Donald for signing that deal. And yes, there will be a lot of thank you, Donald. Thank you, Donald. Donald is fantastic. Please don't take me off my stream. Thank you, Donald. Awesome. Thank you. It's a new song that we're going to put on. Good mornings. Good mornings. Let's start drinking. Road Reverend and Pebbles in this morning. Excited about the keyboard. Pebbles and Polar Bear are. They want to get things rolling with Tracy Roger in on Twitch and Patsy Ann too. Good morning to you, Patsy Ann 222. Cindy's here too. All on Twitch so far this morning. Twitch tubes are running hot. Oh, Richard's over there with his pumpkin on Facebook. Richard, 3 months from this very second, you will be at a Boxing Day sale. Yes, I know. You can't wait for Christmas. We're just going to leapfrog Halloween and get to the most expensive time of the year. Yes, 3 months, 90 days away from Boxing Day. It's September the 26th, October the 26th, November the 26th, December the 26th. Boxing Day. Oh, don't. You love it. You can't wait. Relax. Simmer down. Simmer down. It's the only joy we have in our lives. Hey, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Toothpaste is an excellent gift. Everyone likes pearly whites. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Fresh breath and attractive teeth. Air fresheners. Who doesn't love climbing in a vehicle with a handy-dandy air freshener hanging from the back, rear view mirror? Everybody loves that. It does not have to be an expensive Christmas. It doesn't. Zumba Bernice is over on Twitch. So is KD4380. Good morning to you. Trev is over here. He's probably excited about the Bomber game this weekend. Ticats are in town. Jets are playing and Wheat Kings are playing. Another busy sports weekend. Nick, Trev is our Bomber guy. Nick is our Wheat Kings guy. I don't know if we have a Jets guy, do we? I'm the Vikings guy. And NHL's exhibition anyway. They're not even really in the big game. But I bet you Nick is excited. Although, is it at home or away? Ticker. Check the ticker. I'm sure Nick is. Happy Keyboard Friday, Nick. Wheat Kings. Janine is over on Facebook. Happy Friday. Excited about the weekend. And Richard is saying that the pancakes beat the waffles hands down every time. I don't think so. Now, because the waffles have those corrugated little boxes that hold stuff in them. So when you pour the syrup on there or the butter, it stays there. Pancakes, it goes all over, messes my plate up. We should just make pancakes illegal. Let's talk to the Canadian government. Can you make pancakes illegal? Just waffles. You can? Okay, good. Thank you. Ron is over on X. Good morning. Trev says spice rum and Diet Coke. Doesn't that sound good? Don't lie to me. It sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Let's do it. Okay, who's got some spiced rum and Diet Coke? Oh, or he says a Caesar. It's a breakfast drink. It's time to start drinking. It is time to start. I fully endorse this message. You know what I thought when I got up this morning? I thought to myself, I promised you a great 2025. And the first 6 months shit the bed. Let's be honest, it was awful. And then I promised you, give me some time. The last 6 months will be the great COVID turnaround. It's been crap since 2020. The first thing in my mind, seriously, when I woke up this morning, I thought, I've let you down. We're into September. We're almost into October. Things aren't getting better. What have we done? So now, it's just delayed. I'm going to take a page out of the playbook of the Rapture. Remember the Rapture from a couple days ago, the end of days? We're just delayed. We need the Epstein files. Good times are ahead once the Epstein files are released. 2026. 2020, greatest year ever in the history of years. 2026 is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best year ever. 2026 is going to just completely rock everybody's world. Once the Epstein files come out, then we're going to be okay. Oh, wow. Nick says, excited about the keyboard? I don't see it. Oh, you mean the emojis? I was going to pull out my instrument. Wait a second. Don't be saying that. I'm going to get banned. I mean my keyboard. Don't be pulling out your instrument. No, don't be doing that. Yay, caramba. What's happening? It must be Friday. Yesterday's good thing. We'll continue to say good morning as folks arrive on a Friday, stumble across the finish line, coffee in hand. Oh, thank God it's Friday. 35 days to Halloween. Jody's here. Squirrel. Jody's here on Facebook. Good morning. Quentin says, I'll be your Jets guy. Okay, so Quentin is our Jets guy. Jets game is in Edmonton. Tonight, the Jets are on the Eds exhibition. Again, not too many people are really caring. Although, I have to say, I was looking at the attendance for the exhibition game where the Oilers were in Winnipeg, and it was really well attended. So that could be good news for the Jets. Nick says that waffles are just pancakes ribbed for your pleasure. Oh, my. Oh, my. Richard says pancakes and waffles are good with bacon. Kathy says, now Tyler, pancakes. No. Good morning, Kathy Hackenschmidt over on Facebook, and you are absolutely incorrect. Pancakes are far inferior to waffles. What are you talking? And waffles also have this beautiful coating to them, this kind of crunch almost, don't you? Plus, you can put them in the toaster. Let go my ego, you know. Trev says, let's get some tequila Caesars going. Derek is looking forward to 2026. If we don't end the world by then. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Well, you know what? We'll do it together. We will see the end of days together, you and I. There's no place I would rather be than right here with you in the beach bunker saying, hey, guess what? Vladimir is, well, no, we're not going to talk about that stuff till it happens. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take Trev's advice. If you got a shot of tequila, enjoy it. If you got a rum and Coke, you know what? I know it's a Friday morning. Whatever. It's time to start living. It's time to start living like next year may not come. Didn't Garth Brooks have a song like that? If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? That's going to be our new theme song. Thank you, Garth. Uplifting message to start the day. Nick says, remember when the world ended earlier this week? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Finished mini acting workshop yesterday. Also officially joined the Assiniboine Theater Company. Nick, way to go. Yay. That is fantastic. That is a good thing to get us rolling. Yesterday's good thing. All you have to do is type in GT and then let it rip. Tell us about something good that happened yesterday. And it could be big, could be small. We'd love to hear about it to get our day started on a positive note. I do have to tell you, my day yesterday was so busy, but yet so fun. It was the most fun I've had on a super busy day. You know how sometimes those days can get really stressful. It was a packed day full of excitement and frivolity. But I was over at Headley's Health Hut for their anniversary sale, and did we have fun? Holy man, I was like a kid in a candy store. All the samples, all the drinks, all the foods they had there. Holy man, it was mayhem. The only thing missing was the rum in there. Listen, it's a health food store. And it was so slammed. Up to 50% off. Store-wide continues today. Again, those gift bags will be given out starting at 9:30 this morning. 9:30 this morning, the first 50 people to spend $100 or more in-store get a $300 gift bag as part of this celebration. And the prizes that they've got, absolutely insane. There's the air fryer, the Vitamix, the Keurig, and look at the gift baskets up top here. They're all going. There's a 22-inch griddle they're giving away. All you have to do, get some health food, get some supplements, get some vitamins, and enter the draw on your way out the door. And you could win like upwards of $10,000 in prizes, including tickets to the Grey Cup. There's the Clarso package. There's a Thermia package, a Red Light package, a Vitamix package. Oh, my God. Plus, I found out yesterday that they have my Mexican food in stock. Can I see it on this cooler? I was so excited about this. Can I zoom in? Can you zoom in on this? Oh, it's in the other cooler, I think. Oh, no, right there. It's the enchilada meal. I can't circle it. Can you see my mouse? No. The enchilada meal. Oh, my God. I've been looking all over for that thing. And who would have known that the enchilada meal was staring me right in the face? Anyway, that gets underway at 9:30 this morning at Headley's Health Hut. Their huge anniversary extravaganza, 1314 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Thanks to our sponsors, Auto Fashion. If you have just been too busy to get that car cleaned, now is the time. But what are you waiting for? pick up the phone and call Auto Fashion. Send them a quick DM and see how quickly they can get you in to get that detailing done. Paintless dent repair. If you get hit by hail, they're MPI and SGI accredited. They also do window tinting and paint correction and fabric and leather protection. Check it all out at autofashion.ca, or you can visit them at 255 17th Street North, just behind Lee's Buffet and Best West Pet Foods. It is car care that your vehicle deserves. And at Kuiper's Family Bakery, quality is part of their name. In fact, quality is baked into everything they do. High-quality cream, only the best. High-quality cheese, only the best. And you know what? Don't take my word for it. Taste it for yourself. There's a reason that it's a generational bake shop, locally owned and operated. Kuiper's Family Bakery, delivering delicious baked goods the way Grandma used to do it. Still done in 2025. From buns and bread to the tasty sweet treats. Kuiper's Family Bakery at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. Trev's got a GT. The Bombers are enjoying their 12th sellout of the year. Yeah! Woo! That's good news, too. Man, football is huge on the prairies. Even with the changes that are coming, people are going to stick with it. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta. We got to get everybody else on board. Richard's GT was over at Timmy's yesterday, and he got a Halloween bucket too. Way to go, Richard! Yeah, good job, good job. Kathy is still on pancakes, saying cranberry and whipped cream. Hello. Nah, you know what? Try that on waffles, though. This way the cranberry doesn't leak all over your plate, Kathy. Tracy agrees with me. Tracy Rogers says waffles are the best. Quentin says, make your grilled cheese in a waffle maker. The squares hold more tomato soup. It will change your life. Oh, I'm thinking ketchup. Tomato soup's not strong enough. I need that vinegar punch in the face. That is, I smell what you're cooking, though. I smell your waffle grilled cheese. Yellow Jacket, good morning. Mind-blowing idea. Cindy's GT, she went out for supper with friends last night. Tracy Roger headed to Winnipeg for her son's football game, or is headed tonight. Other son is playing rugby Saturday for the championship. Good luck. You'll be awesome. Pebbles GT, daughter had to get a filling yesterday. She handled it like a champ. Went right back to school. And you sent me a picture of her. Look at this. Look at this. In the dentist. Look at how calm, cool, and collected she is. See, this was not the situation for me when I got my tooth pulled 3 weeks ago. First off, the picture looked a little bit different. They needed a special chair for me that could accommodate my feet and giant toenails. I have giant toenails that are used for mountain climbing. They giant, super long, yellow with a tinge of green toenails. And that's by design. I like to mountain climb in my free time, and so it's rather disgusting to look at, but nonetheless. She looks comfortable there. I had a scared look on my face. I was not quite as cooperative as she appears to be, and does not look to be in nearly as much pain. You know, I still feel the effects of that damn thing. What was it, like 35 needles that it took? Probably 55 needles. It took so many needles. It was the worst. When they pulled my tooth, I had to be a superstar. I had to be the greatest. It was the biggest tooth to ever come out of the biggest mouth. Wait a second. Oh, it's Friday. It's time to start drinking. Is it time to start drinking today? Nick Adams, part 2. I got my tickets to see Brent Butt at the WMCA. Yeah, corner gas. Yeah, don't forget Comedy at the Elkhorn this weekend. Saturday show, $25. 3 comedians. Brent Butt. I worked in radio with a guy named Bruce Epp, who went to high school with Brent Butt. And yes, he was the class clown and was not at all surprised when he went on to a comedy career and then eventually got his own TV show, Corner Gas, which is still probably one of the funnier Canadian shows. We do comedy good, don't we? Trailer Park Boys, Corner Gas, SCTV. I mean, for God's sakes, Lauren Michaels of Saturday Night Live is Canadian. We know how to laugh because things are ridiculous. If you can't laugh, we must not lose the ability to laugh as Canadians, because if we do that, that's really when we turn into Americans, because that's one of the reasons I love visiting the States. I'm the funniest guy in the room. I walk in, they're almost peeing their pants. And it's because they're so serious. Everything is It's starting to get that way here, isn't it? So, we could touch on the seriousness, but let's make fun of it and have some laughs and have some fun, because you know what? Listen, no one's getting out of this alive. None of us. Nick says Richard saw me with a Timbits bucket, so he just had to have one. Oh, I pictured you two kids on the playground like he stole your bucket. It's like Nick. I could just picture Nick walking out. I've got a bucket of Timbits. Then Richard swoops in. Hey, give me that. Pushes Nick to the ground. You two guys. Polar Bear took the truck over to Murray's for an oil change and a wash. Nice. Thank you. Hey, I always appreciate those that, I always appreciate when you support those that support the show. Thank you so much. And, Fern and Rick, got to put this on your radar. I'm going to take a trip out here. I'll tell you that right now. Shared this with me. That is a good way to start the day. Fern says we were over at Dimitri's. This is a new place in Souris. This is awesome because the owner is the old Romano's owner, I guess. Same owner prior to Romano's being sold in Brandon. So if you're, she says, Tyler, if you're looking to have a good pizza, it's worth the drive out to Souris. So for those that aren't aware, Souris is a smaller community that is to the southwest of Brandon. Delightful little place. It's where the swinging bridge is. And Ferd and Rick are the Sunseekers that winter in Texas. Actually should be headed south soon. And they're a fun couple who've been on some Starjets together, and so I trust their taste buds. Have to give that a try. There's a lot of meat on that pizza. Ooh, that looks good. And before we continue, just a quick reminder, housekeeping reminder that the Wheat City Lions Club have their potato sale going. But is it potato or potato? Potato. Make some pierogies. Potatoes. 50 pounds of white russet potatoes. $15. This is a fundraiser for the Wheat City Lions Club. I had my eyes peeled for this. Make sure when you pick them up, you're not baked. What, you're not laughing? I know why. You don't have any skin in the game. I slay me. I'm drinking. That's the problem. I'm drinking. It's time to start drinking. Trev says it's getting a little cheesy. I don't think so. You're just a little whipped up. Whipped potatoes. I just can't stop myself. I can't stop. I have to stop because we have to take a beach break. And got some beach break news. Our beach camera is also coming back. Look at this. As fall returns, this poor little place. I found out Soggy Dollar is under renovations because this is our Friday beach cam, and we have not had it on for a while. Everyone's like, what the hell happened to the Friday beach cam? So off to social media I go, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? Was somebody hurt? Did they close it down? What happened here? So the Soggy Dollar is doing some renovations, and I don't know why they have to close the beach for that, but anyway, they're opening again on October the 4th. So we'll be back to this camera next month for Fridays. I know that's inconsequential. It probably only matters to like one person, but some people pay attention to these cameras. So we go back to the Elvis Bar in Anguilla, Angia, I can never say it right. I really have to look that. Angia. Anyway, it's Friday, and we can take our pick of the beach chairs in the sunshine. We'll be back with more in just a second.
Sun is up, let's spread the day. Oh yeah, Friday's here, gonna start to play. Beach bunker, feel the heat. Dance all night, move those feet. Waves crashing, music loud. Feel the vibe, join the crowd. Sun seekers, time to shine. Weekend love will be fine. It's the weekend, let's get wild, wild, wild. Party hard, feel the vibe, vibe, vibe. Sun seekers all day long, long, long. Dance the night, sing our song, our song. Games and laughs, surf the wave. No more work, time to rave. Sunset glow, colors blend. Fun won't stop, never end. Feel the rumble undertow, toes, toes. Beach bunker where it grows, grows, grows. Sun and sand, laughter, sweet, 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 sweet. Grooving down, feel the beat, the beat. It's the weekend, let's get wild, wild, wild. Party hard, feel the vibe, vibe, vibe. Sun seekers all day long, long, long. Dance the night, sing our song, yeah. Oh yeah. Games and laughs, surf the wave. No more work, time to rave. Sunset glow, colors blend. Fun won't stop, never end. Feel the rumble undertows, toes, toes. Beach bunker where it grows, grows, grows. Sun is up, let's spread the day. Oh yeah. Friday's here, gonna start to play. Gonna start to play, yeah. Beach bunker, feel the heat. Dance all night, move those feet. It's the weekend, let's get wild.
It's a weekend. Oh, let's play some cornhole. Oh, we got our pick of the picnic tables. So I always say we got a beach chair waiting for you. Look at, we got our pick here.
Sing a song, yeah.
Woo! Dun, 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 dun. Okay, to southern Manitoba on a Friday. Happy Friday to you. Look at this sunshine. It is just beautiful. Happy Friday to our farming friends who are going to be climbing onto combines and grain trucks this weekend to get it done. Getting it done. Single digits to start. We're at 6 degrees, but this forecast is awesome. You want good news? We've got good news. We've got good weather. Isn't this great? Things could always be worse. Happy Friday to you, BM. Somebody was over at a 91st birthday party. Another one of those parties where the strippers come out of the cake. You gotta love it. All right. By the way, if you too have a senior citizen celebrating a birthday and would like a male dancer to jump out of a birthday cake, please visit my website at tylerglenshow.com. Follow the links and book your naked birthday cake today. It's a special service for seniors, and yes, we do grandmas and grandpas. So tylerglenshow.com. Happy birthday to you. Surprise. It's so much fun. Ooh, I like firefighters. Firefighters. Boy, I think I think there's a fire somewhere. Whoa, it's cocktail hour. It's cocktail hour. Well, here's the weather. Smarten up. Smarten up. There we are. 25 today. Looking good for the weekend and even into next week. Isn't that fantastic? All right. Housekeeping. Where were you for my mom's? Did you not get the cake? Oh, are you kidding me? I sent that up there. You know, Ronaldo, that pisses me off a little bit because I paid Ronaldo up front for your mom's birthday. And you know, and he's been working out a little bit. I know he was a little heavy into the pierogies over the summertime, but that's not an excuse. Ronaldo was paid to show up and jump out of that birthday cake. And if he didn't show up, you need to DM me. He's fired. Ronaldo. Shame. Shame on you, Ronaldo. Pay you for a good service. And now I'm hearing you didn't show up. What is happening in the world? I can't rely on anybody. Anyway, the Tyler Glen Show is moving to your local liquor store. I am going to be busking next week. I'll be taking my keyboard on the road. It's ironic that earlier this week we were talking about how slow the mail was and how some of my checks have... it's just slow. It's just slow, right? It's slow. They'll get here eventually. Well... ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking the keyboard on the road. I will be playing outside your local liquor store starting next week. I will have a little bucket that you'll be able to contribute to so that we can continue on with, with life. I'm probably not the only one, and that is because it's not that, the show's not doing well. It's not that the studio's not doing well. I'm sorry, your Buddy Ty is a little old-fashioned, and especially with my customers in the U.S., they like their postal service. I saw yesterday that 50% of small businesses in the United States use the U.S. Postal Service. 75% of micro businesses, they call that. This is like people who have side hustles, the Etsy crowd, the people who are making stuff. They use the U.S. Postal Service. So the argument that, no one uses the post office anymore. Half of small businesses in America still use the post office, and 3/4 of micro businesses still use the U.S. Postal Service. But in Canada, maybe we're too good for the post office. I don't know. This small business needs it because I like getting checks because I like to eat. And my checks are stuck. So I'll be busking. And it looks like I'm not the only one that's a little frustrated by this. By now, I'm sure you've heard Canada Post is once again on strike. Now, to just rewind, yesterday on the show, we told you that the government was going to have some big announcement regarding Canada Post. And we thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. Maybe they got a deal. Maybe they're just going to scale back a few services. There are going to be some adjustments. But you could tell by the tone that this was going to rival the CFL announcement of turning into the NFL yesterday. I knew there's going to be something big coming, and it is big. They're going to cut and slash and burn at Canada Post. And in normal days, you'd say, that's not good. We love Canada Post. It's a tried and tested and true service delivery of parcels and packages and letters. But they are hemorrhaging money. They are losing so much money. And the country financially, ahead of that, released a report that said Canada's essentially broke. We're teetering on the brink. And so cuts are coming. We just got to, you know how you balance your books at the kitchen table. The country's got to get its affairs in order. Well, the employees at Canada Post did not much like that. They did not like that news yesterday, and so that's why stuff is frozen.
After the federal government okayed a report from the Industrial Inquiry Commission.
That's the legal mumbo-jumbo speak of what happened yesterday.
From the website of Canadian Union of Postal Workers, it reads, in response to the government's attack on our postal service and workers, effective immediately, all Cup W members at Canada Post are on a nationwide strike.
Every single thing that we put to Canada Post, nothing was mentioned except every demand that Canada Post has requested on the table that our own members, over 70%, rejected.
Changes recommended by the Commission include increased time to deliver a letter from an average of 3 to 4 days to 3 to 7 days, less door-to-door mail delivery and more community boxes, and allowing the corporation to hire part-time employees for weekends to help with weekday loads.
In reaction to the union's decision to strike, Canada Post released a statement that says, in part, the corporation is disappointed that the union chose to escalate their strike activity, which will further deteriorate Canada Post's financial situation. Thursday's action comes amid an ongoing labor dispute and years of financial challenges for the Crown Corporation. Since 2018, Canada Post has logged roughly $5 billion in losses. As for how long is the union willing to strike this time around?
As long as it takes for the government to ask Canada Post to come to the table and give us an offer that we can ratify.
The corporation also says we can expect delays, as mail and parcels will not be processed or delivered for the duration of the national strike. As well, no new deliveries will be accepted.
Yeah, so that's it. It's they're on strike. She's frozen. Everything is locked down. So yeah, that's not too fun. That's not too fun at all because again, a lot of small businesses rely on Canada Post. People are relying on payments. Once again, the government, all levels of government, are going to have to find some kind of way around this. Your local banks are going to, and credit unions will likely be in touch with you with regards to electronic payments. I think checks being the big one, especially for things like social services. And, you know, I love ChatGPT. I was rather frustrated yesterday. I had a very, very tough evening. I was very upset because, again, I like seeing my checks in the mail, and I won't be seeing checks in the mail. And so I typed into ChatGPT, why don't we just say to the Americans, let the U.S. Postal Service come up here and take over? And ChatGPT reached out of my phone and smacked me upside the head and said, that is impossible. Between the unions and the political climate, that would never be allowed to happen. And I said, that's not what I asked. Can it happen? Think for a moment that we have a leader who's a little orange, a little cranky, a little take no prisoners, no patience, hammer down, hammer down, and say, that's enough. We're closing the whole thing. Shut it all down. Shut her down. And say, okay, how much? We'll cut a check. And it's interesting. ChatGPT said, oh, it's totally possible. Here are the 5 things that have to happen with regards to infrastructure, how you'd have to permit. You'd have regional drivers come in and then hire part-time Canadians to offset them. Anything's possible. I love ChatGPT. I ask it stupid things all the time. Blessed Mama says, this is too bad. It's so sad for so many. What is going to happen next? Well, they're not making any money. This is part of the problem. Donna says, big surprise. Guess they've been more worried about having a job than striking more. Nobody should be surprised by this. This has been coming for a long time, says Jennifer. Their strike at Christmas last year forced people to find other ways, and most did not go back to Canada Post. It's ridiculous that a letter from Minnedosa to Brandon takes 7 days. Well, and rural post offices are on the chopping block. They're going to replace rural post offices, I think, with the super mailboxes. Blessed Mama says, I hear you. I will have to get my checks from UPS or some other courier, but that will come for a small fee. Quinton says, with the constant strikes, people have moved everything online. People are more used to Canada Post not working than working. And that's an excellent point. And the reality is that if I was doing most of my business in Canada, fellow Canadians get it. They go, oh, yeah, Canada Post. And then they roll their eyes and then they send an e-transfer and that's done. Trying to explain to somebody in Tennessee why they cannot mail me a check. Can you imagine how painful that is? Nothing against, I love Tennessee. People in Tennessee are lovely. They're super friendly. But when I say, you know what, you can't send a check, their first question is why? Well, because we have a postal strike happening up here. Well, what? I'll just mail. I'll mail it anyway. Well, no, you can't do that. Can you do an e-transfer? What is that? Like, is that email? I'm very grateful that I have so many, U.S. clients in my studio, but they are not Fortune 500 companies. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are not companies that are up on world banking, as it were. They will write you a check like your grandma would put in your birthday card. Derek says, my guitar was supposed to be here today. It's not happening. Devin says, where's my mail going if Fox Warren doesn't have a post office anymore? Wendy jumps in and says Douglas closed theirs 4 years ago. Canada Post put the outside community boxes up to replace it. Devin, that's what's coming. The post offices are closing. They're going to put up a little box. We have them in the city of Brandon all over the place. Door-to-door delivery is gone. But in the meantime, nothing's moving. Sharon says layoffs in management should come first. Holly says this sucks. Rebecca says you don't need 15 supervisors for 50 workers. That's how government does it. Are you new? You got to have lots of bosses. Actually, if you translate government to English, because it's Latin, government means lots of bosses. In Latin, it's really rather astounding. Some people care, though. It's affecting many jobs and livelihoods. It's their way of paying bills. Cindy says, would you believe that I still get my mail delivered by a person to my mailbox at the end of my lane? Holy man. Well, and I have friends in North Dakota that still get their mail that way. They got and then you have the little flag in the mailbox, like the old days. I don't know. There's no consistency, it appears, as to how people's mail is delivered. That might be part of the problem. Gerhard says, postal service is not sustainable. Nothing like making life more difficult for a company drowning in debt. That's going to help job security. Please note my sarcasm. Sarcasm noted. Very good. Michelle says, wonderful, just in time for Christmas again. Les is a little bit more doomsdayish. He says there's got to be some seriously drastic measures coming. We need to completely gut this workforce. Tammy says door-to-door is completely outdated. Cut some jobs at the top end. Ones that aren't having to strike. Wow. Oi, oi, oi. There's some people as upset as I was last night. This is terrible. Many people on social assistance or landlords or caregivers are expecting checks to be in the mail. And if they're frozen somewhere, it will take a while to replace them. This makes me sick. Time to end this charade. Well, I've come to terms with the fact that guess who's not getting paid? The government. I like to make sure that when I get paid that I make sure I do my fair share and pay my taxes and each month send off a little check to the Canadian government for all they do for me. That stops now. That stops. I don't care. I ain't getting paid. You ain't getting paid. That's how this rolls. Oh, sure. Come on. Come. Because that's how this rolls. I mean, we either have a real country or we don't. This is like Banana Republic time. Everything seems to be falling apart. Someone's got to grow a pair and get this thing fixed. And I'm not just talking about Canada Post. We got some serious challenges here, boys and girls. Serious challenges. My word. KDD 4380 says the job losses are sad, but businesses can't operate forever at the loss, and the country can't afford it. I don't know. Do people get laid off in private business? I don't know. Let's ask Starbucks. Set to lay off 900, close hundreds of stores, including stores in Canada, because business isn't good. Starbucks announcing yesterday, closing stores. Coca-Cola announcing this morning, closing Canadian locations of Coca-Cola. People will lose their jobs. Coca-Cola is not saying how many will lose their jobs, but it is coming. Some have already gotten severance packages. And this little place, this is not locally, but the main company late yesterday declared bankruptcy. Opa's Greek Restaurant. Now, we have one in our town. They're all over the place. The Opa Greek Restaurant franchise, like the main head office, has declared Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So that means that's the mothership, as it were, right? I don't know how it's a California-based franchise. So as we've seen with other American-based companies, as soon as Chapter 7 is declared and they start closing stores, there's a bit of a delayed effect. It may or may not happen here. I'm not exactly sure. ChatGPT tells me that it will affect Canadian locations, but OPA, the Greek food chain, has filed for Chapter 7. So we've had 3 big private sector companies announce some big changes: Coca-Cola, Starbucks, and now OPA. And so, like I said, we need to have some good news. We need some pancakes and some waffles. ASAP. Oh, well, all we can do is pour ourselves a drink. Pour ourselves a drink and sit back and watch it all unfold. Enjoy your pancakes, maybe at the new Applebee's IHOP. As some of these businesses struggle, others are trying to buck the trend. You got to hand it to them. The environment for business right now is beyond challenging. We have never seen anything like this. And so if there is a business that is opening in your area, if there is a business in your small town that you love, support them as much as you can. Support small business as much as you can so we don't lose them. If you love the place where you get your coffee, if you love the place where you buy your bread, please continue to support them, because if we don't, then we're going to lose a lot more than a coffee shop and a Coca-Cola. Speaking of local co-ops of Westman, why line the pockets of billionaires when you can line the pocket of your own community? Co-ops are owned by the members. There has never been a better time, if you've been holding out, there's never been a better time to get a co-op number. Maybe this is the weekend. I'd like more information on a co-op number. They'll get you signed up in like 30 seconds. And then you own the store. Would you like to own a grocery store? Sounds like a good deal to me. Co-ops of Westman. Go and become a member at Heritage or Pembina or Twin Valley or Valley View or Boundary or Hamiota Co-op. Co-ops of Westman. You're at home here. Buying or selling real estate made easier with EPLAW Office. If you're doing some house shopping this weekend, if something goes through, you're going to need a lawyer for all that land transfer stuff, and that's where EPLAW Office with their newly expanded offices can help out. They also do wills and corporate law. You'll find them at 642 18th Street, Unit A. They are Westman's favorite lawyers. It's official. Everybody loves them. The crew at EPLAW Office on 18th Street. At Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, Westman's #1 EV dealership. The fastest car on the planet is now an EV. We had it on the show yesterday. Not sure why a car needs to go 500 kilometers an hour. If you missed it, check it out on yesterday's show. And the shocking part about it was, it was an EV. Don't know why you need to go that fast. At least it wouldn't be loud whizzing by at 500 kilometers an hour. Insane. Hey, if you're looking for an EV that is definitely not in the 500 kilometer an hour speed range, you want to, that'd be a hell of a ticket you'd get if they could catch you. You want to check out Westman's #1 EV dealership. That's Murray GM in Brandon at 1500 Richmond Avenue, where they put the power in your hands. Inside the new IHOP Applebee's. What a concept this is. Do you think that they should be doing this across Canada? Winnipeg got the first one. It opened yesterday. Here is a quick peek inside of what the Applebee's IHOP concept looks like. There's a palm tree there, so that's obviously not Winnipeg. This is likely an American store. But look at this. They're rolling these out all over the place. So it's fitting that we talk about this on Pancake Day, because IHOP is famous for their pancakes. Applebee's famous for buffalo chicken. Apparently, you can get buffalo chicken pancakes. Apparently, you can get a buffalo chicken omelet. That is something that I think I would definitely like to try. Plus, it's a cocktail for breakfast. I think their timing is good. I'm going to carb up. I'm going to get some eggs, and and then I'm going to have a cocktail. Cocktails for breakfast with my pancakes. Actually should work because the pancakes would soak up the booze. Woohoo! IHOP meets Applebee's. Fun times. Kids are excited. Adults are excited. And if you party long enough at Applebee's, you close the place down, you could be there for breakfast first thing in the morning. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. What are your thoughts? Applebee's and IHOP. They are married. They're obviously not the first company to do this. KFC Taco Bell used to be one of those ones that I used to enjoy. Then they took Taco Bell out. Also, what would be a good name? Robin says Apple Bop. Call it Apple Bop. Chris says IHOPPLEBEE's. Nick says Hopplebee's. Cody says I be poppin'. Grant says a great name for this restaurant would be B-Hops. Natasha says, I currently run under the business name Hop Apple, but won't be changing names. I hope Applebee's is okay with that. I think you're okay. I don't think they're going to be changing their name. I was just kind of having some fun with it. Kelly says, call it B-Hop. Shannon says, we should be doing this locally. Putting an IHOP in the Applebee's would be awesome for a makeover. Well, and I think that's the game plan. If you want to check out the new one, again, it's the first one in Canada. It's in Winnipeg at 1445 Regent West. I am not exactly sure what part of the city that is in, but for those who frequent Winnipeg, I'm sure you can just put it in your phone. 1445 Regent West if you want to check out the IHOP Applebee's. Checking out who's winning between pancakes and waffles on this pancake day. It looks as if the waffles are overwhelmingly running away with this. It's not even, we should change the day to Waffle Day. Nobody likes pancakes. I don't even know how IHOP can keep it going. Must be because people are getting their cocktails at Applebee's and say, let's get some pancakes. Because waffles are better. Waffles are better. They hold more of the toppings on there. Pancakes are wrecking your plate. Everything rolls off, gets into your sausages, gets into your mashed potatoes and steak and everything else you're having with your pancakes. Cindy says she loves waffles too. Absolutely. Waffles forever. Isn't that what you're saying? I can't read this. Too much rum this morning. Too much rum. Hey, it's a cocktail kind of Friday. It's a cocktail kind of Friday. Drink 'em if you got 'em. Hey, WestJet's getting a pretty makeover. We're going to take a look at what's happening there next hour. Also, TikTok is safe and sound. Safe and sound. Look at it. It's not all bad news. Of course not. WestJet is doing, I'd like to say expansion, but it's more of an upgrade, as it were. And TikTok is sticking around. And celebrities have been added to the Ryder Cup golf tournament. How exciting is that? But when it comes to cocktails, bring cash. Oh, you're not going to believe this. Details on that coming up in hour 2. We have to say farewell to our friends on X and YouTube and Facebook. You guys have a good weekend, okay? We'll be back on Monday with more Food, Fun Places, and Mayhem. Also, the keyboard. You get a preview of what you'll be seeing at your local liquor store coming up next hour as I busk for cash. Thank you, X. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again Monday at 7 a.m. Otherwise, join us over on the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Thank you, X. Have a good weekend. That goes for you too, YouTube. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Monday at 7 a.m. You can also lurk in at tylerglenshow.com.